Hey folks, welcome back. I'm Rick. So I'm going to work on these barn doors today. I'll show you what I have to do. These are old doors, they're falling apart. So I've got to do a little bit of work. I'll show you what I have to do, why I have to do it. But I put a lot of work into an intro quite a while ago, and I haven't been using it lately because most people don't want to see an intro. But I'm going to do a quick intro on this one just because I've done a lot of work on this and I have to show it now and then. All right, so I'll bring you back. All right, so I don't know if you can see it, but these doors are bowed in toward the inside of the barn, and that's because they're dragging on the concrete here. So I'll explain what happened. So when I restored my barn 5 years ago, I got a bunch of lumber from a prior owner of this property who lives about 20 minutes away now, and they built a new house, and they bought a bunch of lumber from a barn that was raised, similar in age to this barn, probably mid 1800s. They built a carriage shed and a barn, a bunch of stuff. They had some lumber left over, so they offered it to me. They wanted to see that lumber go into their first house. This was the first property they bought in their early 20s. They wanted to see the lumber that was left over from their last house go into their first house. So I got a great deal on it. These barns were part of that package. I mean, these doors were part of that package. So when I hung these doors 5 years ago, they fit good. But over the years, the frost has pushed up on the concrete. Things have probably settled. So the doors were fitted good back then, but now they drag on the concrete. So what I got to do is cut a little bit off the bottom of these doors so they hang properly and they open and close correctly. So I'll bring you back inside and show you a little more. Before I do, I want to take a look at the outside here. So you can see the nails here. These are all the original nails. Now, years ago, I could date construction by the nails that were used. I could tell you within about a 20-year period when the building or whatever it is was built. So at one time, I could look at these nails and tell you when they were made, and that would give me a good estimate on the date of the construction of, in this case, these doors. I no longer have that knowledge. I've long forgotten that. But you can see these nails are all coming loose, and I'll show you what's happening on the inside. And I'll show you what my resolution is to that. All right, so I'll bring you back inside. All right, so we're back inside the barn. So what they did on those nails is they drove them through from the outside to the inside, and then, I don't know if you can see. Let's see if I can get some light on this. They bent the nails over to hold them in place. So you can see there are a whole lot of nails holding this door together, holding all these boards together. Here's another one where you can see the bend. So they just bent them over. That would hold everything together. But over the years, you can see how everything's come loose. Now this one is just hanging out there because I had to cut this door in half to get it here from where it was. Same thing with that one. But you can see down there all the space in the gap there. So these boards are coming loose. This side's not as bad, but it's still kind of loose. So I'm going to go around to the other side. All right, so I'm going to see if I can move this door. I think it's frozen in place. We had the rain yesterday. Things melted, and you can see ice there. So these doors are frozen in place. So what's happening is over the time, as I mentioned earlier, during the winter, the frost heaves the concrete up. So when I hung these doors, they were good in the summertime, a little tight in the wintertime when the frost came up. But over 5 years' time, I don't know if it's the doors settling or the concrete coming up, but even in the summertime now, these doors drag on the concrete. So I've got to pull them out this way to slide them over there to get them to open. I think right now they're frozen in place. So I want to try to wiggle them so you can see how loose they are. But, well, look at that. There's really not much holding them on. So I've got to tighten up those boards first, and then I've got to cut the bottom down there. So I'm going to stop the camera, take a few minutes to try to get the doors freed up and opened up. Then I've got to pull the Mustang out of the way, put that outside, and then I'll start working on the boards. So I'll bring you back. So this will give you a good idea of how far they have to come out to, that's how far they have to come out in order to hang, and they're still touching the concrete. So they've got to come out a good, probably 8 inches or a foot there. You can see it good over here. Up a little bit. And you can see it there. So I'll get that door open, get the Mustang out of here, and then we'll get at it. All right, so I'm going to give this a wobble. You'll see how loose all that is. So what I'm going to have to do, I think, I might be able to keep it on. There's actually 2 boards here. One up there, one there, same thing there. I was thinking about taking this lower board off. That'll give me a little more room to cut. I have to take probably about a ½ an inch off, maybe an inch off the bottom there. I could maybe do it with that board still in place. So now I'll back up a little bit. The smartest way to do this, the smart person would do something like take these doors down, but since I said a smart person would do that, I'm doing it differently. So the easiest, well, not the easiest, the best way to do this is to take these doors right down, but that would require removing either the rollers from the doors, or removing the rails up there, and then just slide the doors off. Move these doors back over that way. Take that rail off, slide the doors off, lay them down, cut the bottoms, put the doors back up. But it's just me doing this, and I can probably take the doors down okay, but putting them back up is going to be a chore. I'd need a second set of hands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to secure these boards again. Now, I couldn't find any vintage nails like I showed you, these old nails. So I found the next best thing. I'm going to use these screws here. These wood pocket hole screws. That's what they're made for right there. But they should work for me. I'm going to run them in and hopefully secure them to the boards again. So that's going to take a while. There's no sense having you watch me throw screws into these doors. So I'll tighten them up the best I can, and then I'll bring you back. Then what I'm going to do is I will use my, I'll pull the doors out this way, kind of pull them back in as far as I can, secure them somehow. And then I'm going to use, oh, where is it? I've got a laser level here somewhere, a Bosch laser level. I'm going to try to run that laser level along the bottom of those doors and then cut along that laser line. So I'll bring you back. Okay, so everything's secured. I'll show you. No more flopping around. The boards are about as secure as they're going to get. This is old wood, so I was having trouble finding solid wood to screw into. So I'll show you out here. Let's see. You can see the screws there. Along in there. Now I'll have to find. You can see where I tried to screw in and just hit soft wood, so it wouldn't secure. So I was hunting and poking and searching for a good place to put the screws in. You can see a couple more there. So I found some solid wood down there. Same thing over here. Let's see. Here. I was trying to find solid wood there. Couldn't find any. So I put the screws in. Let's see. There. And did that throughout. I was trying to line these up with the old nails. You can see how loose the boards were. Look at how far these nails are out. They're out a good 1/4 of an inch. So I found secure wood wherever I could. Got this top, well, the middle section there, lower section down here. Got screws in there. And I really wanted to go with something more vintage looking, but the reason I got these is at least they're kind of a dark, copper color, brass color, whatever it is. They blend in a little more with the wood and with the nails. So from a distance, you won't even see them. So that's why I went with those. But anyway, they're good and tight. As tight as they're going to get. But again, no slopping around as you saw before. So I'd say they're pretty tight. I may have to go up and get this upper section up there at some point, but I think I'll probably do that in warmer weather. I really don't want to be up on the snow and the ice on a ladder doing that. All right, so I'm gonna go in and warm up. You guys can stay out here if you want in the cold, but I'm going in to warm up, and I'll be back out later to figure out how I'm going to cut the bottom off these doors.